Good morning students. In the last lecture we have done about discovery of electron. After the discovery of electron, as you know, atom as a whole is electrically neutral. So after the discovery of electron, scientists had a thought that there must be something positive. Presence of negatively charged particles was established. It was thought that some positively charged particle must also be present in the atom. So this idea gave a thought to the scientist. In 1886, a German scientist Goldstein performed discharge tube experiment in which he took perforated cathode and a glass at low pressure was kept inside the tube. This I have shown a perforated cathode here, and this is discharge tube. Here a gas is filled at low pressure. This is ZNS coating, this is cathode, and this is anode. So on passing high voltage between the electrodes, some rays were coming from the side of anode which passed through the holes in the cathode and produced green fluorescence on the opposite side of the glass coated with ZNS. Scientists name these rays as anode rays or canal rays. Now the question arises, why these rays are known as anode rays or canal rays? Why anode rays are called canal rays? Canal means something having holes. Anode rays passes through canal, so they are known as canal rays. Now the properties of anode rays. They travel in straight line. How you will be knowing about this? Ki they travel in straight line. Because if we place anything in the path of anode rays, we will get a shadow. So they travel in straight line. Next, they are made up of material particles. If we place a light wheel pedal, it will rotate. So it means anode rays consist of material particle, means they have something matter. Next is they are positively charged. How you will know about positive charge? Because like charges repel and unlike charges attract. So by applying magnetic or electric field, they will deflect towards the negatively charged electron. So scientists name this anode rays or positive charged particles proton. A proton may be defined as fundamental particle which carries 1 unit positive charge and has a mass nearly equal to the mass of hydrogen. Next, mass of electron is 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kilogram. Charge on electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb and carries a negative charge. Mass of proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kilogram. Charge on proton and charge on electron are same. Electron carry negative charge and proton carry positive charge. Now, after the discovery of electron and proton, atom is neutral. But after taking the mass of atom, when scientists was taking the mass of atom, as each proton has a one unit mass on atomic mass scale, therefore mass of atom was calculated from the number of protons present in the nucleus, because electrons have negligible mass. But except for hydrogen, this mass was found to be much less than the actual mass of the atom. This led to the idea that there must be something present in the nucleus which have no charge but have mass. So after this, scientists had a thought, and neutron was discovered by Chadwick in 1932 when he bombarded some light elements like beryllium and boron with alpha particle. Alpha particle is helium nuclei having mass equal to 4. When it is bombarded with beryllium, we get carbon atom having mass 12 and neutron having no charge and mass equal to 1. So electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson, proton was discovered by Goldstein, and neutron was discovered by Chadwick. I am sending you some questions related to discovery of electron, proton and neutron, and one you have studied earlier also in 9th class, Rutherford scattering experiment. Those questions you have to find out and do in your notebook. Thank you.